Welcome everybody to What's Up Bolts. I'm Fernando Ramirez here at SoFi Stadium. Uh,
Don't even dare waste times on introduction for now. Get the ball rolling. Everybody get in the comments. Let us know your thoughts. Obviously, for the preview next week, we'll give a few shout outs. Get in the comments. Let us know what you think. Absolute, kid show. No profanity. Kid show. But definitely not a very good showing. Not a very good showing at all, for now, to put it mildly. But I'll let you get it going. Just let's go. No time for introductions. It's threat level midnight for now. We know what this means.
The Chargers lose 24-7 to the Denver Broncos. They fall to 5-8. But the worrisome thing for the Chargers is the injury to Justin Herbert, who we've all seen. Justin, except for that one time against Kansas City where he had to go out for a bit, other than that, he's been in every single game, even with the ribs, even with everything.
Yep.
And he went out with what Brandon Staley called a right index finger fracture. And they don't know how long he's going to be out, to be determined. Justin said after the game that I asked him, I'm like, hey, like, even you standing here, does it hurt? He's like, yeah, it doesn't feel good. And so you could tell. I mean, he was hiding it underneath his jacket. Everybody saw it. We all know what that obviously for him to not be in the game. He said he couldn't grip the football, that it was difficult. We all know when the other thing happened with his non-throwing index finger or his middle finger, he could still grip the ball, but obviously with the throwing hand, which is what you need here, because and I know people are going to be like, oh, well, no shit, Sherlock. Yeah, but still, he needs to be able to grip that football. So it hurts. I mean, you lose Herbert. The team without it, just they didn't look good today.
From the get-go.
Yeah. But obviously Herbert was just talking about it right now, and he said he didn't feel comfortable. And Easton said he felt comfortable going in there, that he's been here for a while and everything, but it was just not a good sequence for Herbert and all that. So we'll see what happens with Justin. I mean, it's a quick turnaround. They play on Thursday. We'll see what the news is for the next couple of weeks. But well, I'll ask my question in a bit. But just overall, just with the Herbert thing, and he said it was a gnarly play, like Zach Allen. I think he had a good. He tackled Herbert.
If it was the replay that they showed, it was late. Some of these hits were looking so late. And of course, because his name's not Patrick Mahomes and he's not playing for the Kansas City Chiefs, all of a sudden we forget what roughing the passer is. I just don't understand some of these things. But it's not like it's foreign to everybody else. All 31 other teams deal with this type of stuff where all of a sudden we just forget what things are. They let late hits happen, hits out of bounds, for God's sake. It's unbelievable, Frown. These ghost calls, these phantom calls for these guys when they have one pinky toe on the edge, but my boy's 15 yards out of bounds, Frown, and we're not going to call a late hit out of bounds. Unbelievable.
So obviously this was Herbert on the sideline. Shout out to Karen who tweeted this picture out, but it's crazy to see the way he was hiding like this in a lot. Like he was hiding in the locker room. He was hiding it like this when he came out to the press conference. So yeah, Justin really was trying to hide the hand.
That tells me that there's a brace on there or whatever.
I think he said a splinter.
Yeah.
That's right. Oh, look at this comment.
Which one?
The one right here.
Do you have your arrow on it?
I cannot believe this dude is not playing because of his finger hurts.
Oh, that guy's an idiot, whoever that guy is. Yeah, okay, a no-name bastard on Twitter. They all always come out of the freaking woodworks.
But going to this, Dan, it's a while. I mean, Austin Eckler said it after the game. Other guys said it as well. They're like, Kansas City lost to Buffalo. Like this was our opportunity to get closer to the Chiefs. I think they would have been 2 games down to them. But
you know what the response to that is, Frau? almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. That doesn't do me any
Okay,
good.
going back to that, that's what Khalil Mack said. Khalil's like, I've been on teams where it's like coulda, woulda, shoulda. Like he even went back to his Bear days. He's
Yeah,
like, you had Kyle Fuller, you had me,
yeah,
we had a
yeah,
lot of good players, but coulda,
yeah,
woulda, shouldas. He's
yeah,
like, and it don't mean. He said it doesn't mean shit. So
yeah.
you could tell the level of frustration. Derwin said after the game, like, I mean, and guys basically said like it was a little deflating when Herbert went out, and
Obviously.
then no, well, and then obviously Derwin, Khalil, they said this is going to test who really wants to be here, who's here to really go, and who's not. So interesting couple of weeks left. I mean, they all said they're still going to fight to try and win the next four and see if they can sneak into the playoffs. But I mean, what are they really supposed to say at this point?
And you hit the nail on the head right there, Frown. What in the hell are they supposed to say? How many weeks has it been since we've been saying these are all playoff games essentially right here, right now? I would say since like they were 4-6, 4-5. I would say maybe a little bit earlier when they started off to a slow start. Like we knew the back end was going to be the trouble. So you needed to win as many games as you can. With how many teams are already, 7-6, 8 wins already or whatever else, the graphic showed it today that they're essentially almost all but eliminated. And they play the Raiders next week, possibly without Herbert. God only knows what the hell's going to happen. Well, I say next week because it's not Monday yet. My week starts on Monday. Don't try and freaking confuse me now.
But Sunday is the day of the Lord that he started.
That's right. We all rest, and then it all begins again on Monday next week.
I didn't rest.
Well, that's the life you chose, my boy. There's nothing I can say about that one, but yeah, possibly without a Herbert, who knows what happens next week. So, I don't think the level of urgency should have already have been there. And I don't know if it was there. Again.
We suck again.
There goes this guy. There goes this guy with this little soundboard over there. But again, we talked about this previewing the Broncos. Number one, Sean Payton has circled this on his calendar because that was rumored. None of it, I think, determined, but rumored that he wanted the Charger job so bad, and he thought for sure he would be fired after the Jacksonville debacle. He doesn't get it. So what does he do? He goes, all right, no worries. I got you. There's a nice little place in Colorado open. Let me take that. And you're going to have to see me twice a year for the next however long he signed and everything else. The other one who had the game circled, Joe Lombardi facing his former team. And what were they doing successfully? Running the football. And I don't think Russell Wilson took a sack. I'm not sure. Because at some point,
no, he did.
He did. But early on in the game. Oh, you're right. On like a third down.
And Kenneth Murray.
Don't get me started. Don't get me started with that name.
I didn't say anything.
But that was the only one, right?
Kenneth Murray possibly. And Eric Kendricks.
Yeah, possibly. Whatever. That was the only problem. Oh, nice. 2 sacks. But early on in the game, they could have had a lot more. But what was he doing that was intelligent? Getting the
moving
ball
around.
Out. Getting the ball. Well, moving around, obviously, but getting the ball out. And then, you have the turnover, no points to show for it early. So that alone is going to give them a lot of momentum because they came up with a big time stand. So again, a lot was going to go into this game. This was one of those games where you have to throw a lot out the window just because, number one, you had your former offensive coordinator on the other team now. And that's a huge advantage for the Broncos. And it showed today. It showed today for now because early on in the game, even when Herbert was playing, what did we say was the key for the Broncos to win, Frown? Stop Keenan Allen and bring a lot of pressure on Justin Herbert. That's exactly what they were doing. I don't know if you have the stats or not, but I'm sure willing to bet, he was getting pressured, hit, or sacked almost on every other play or whatever it was. And Keenan early on in the game had 3 or 4 targets, 0 receptions. I don't even know what he finished out at the end of the day.
I can tell you.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, it's six catches for 68 yards.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not bad. He leveled out probably after
the most, the highest.
Stick, yeah.
The highest receiver was Quentin Johnston.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
3 catches, 91 yards. No, he had 2 plays.
02. Thank you, Frown. We'll add to that route tree. Thank you very much. But anyway, and this is exactly what we've been talking about for weeks, right? When Kellen Moore as the offensive coordinator, when
You're
you
a
turn
terrible
this
human being.
into the hurt, I don't care what you say. I'm pissed off. You're lucky I don't go worse. I am. Look what you have me doing now. No.
This guy sucks.
I'm terrible. You're lucky. You're lucky. I'm calmed down now. I'm good. It's all good. I already knew this was gonna happen.
No, God, please, no.
When Herbert went out.
That was facts. That was facts, dude. But it's like now you threw off my train of thought. But getting back to again,
Good.
Kellen Moore has been lacking. I don't know if it's creativity. I don't know if it's getting the right personnel groupings
effectiveness.
Yeah, like he hasn't been able to figure out how to get some of these guys involved. And the same thing happens, right? In the first half, Isaiah Spiller, we finally see him, and it looks like he's getting some solid runs and everything else. And then they just completely abandoned it all in the second half for no reason. It's not like they were getting blown out. It's not like Russell Wilson was I have not finished. Just give me one more second. It's not like it's Russell Wilson from 2015 and he's playing the Legion of Boom over here. It was just I have not been impressed. There's no way his stock in head coaching opportunities is going down.
You mean going up?
No, going down.
No, it's not going down. Okay, yeah.
No one's gonna. Yeah. Who would hire him? He can't protect Herbert, and again, part of that falls on his schemes because there's guys coming in untouched, and I understand some of them are they're just sending too many or whatever. But I mean, you got to slide one way or the other, I would assume, or at least that's what we do. When we go man to man, if they overload and they bring 6, we'll go left to right, at least cover his blind side or something. That way, at least the front side guy on his throwing hand is the one who's coming free and he can see him right away and make a play. But yeah, he hasn't been able to protect Herbert. And again, part of that falls on the general manager and the head coach on player personnel decisions, because I'm not a huge fan of trying to, put Band-Aids of, this guy plays tackle. Now he's going to play guard and we're going to see, hopefully he can figure it out and stuff like that. Obviously the Corey Linsley thing has been huge. Clap's been serviceable, but I mean, not at the level that
it shouldn't be that shouldn't, like, I understand Corey's been out, but it shouldn't be like this.
Exactly. It shouldn't be this bad. Yeah, exactly. Because again, we've talked about it, and I've said this before on the program, and you can go back to make sure that I'm saying the same thing. A lot of these guys on this roster for now got Anthony Lynn fired. I continue to say this. So how are we not having bigger?
I don't know about that. I feel like
100%.
I feel like Staley's gotten his guys in here, and it's his guy. Like his defense is his defense. The only carryovers are Kenneth Murray and Michael Davis and Derwin James.
No, don't you dare
Gilman.
Put my boy on that list. Don't you dare put my boy on that list.
I'm saying the carryover from that.
Okay, but here we go. I will counter you with a counter. One of these things is not like the others. One of these things is not the same.
I know. But then, obviously, I think this all falls on the general manager. I mean, like you said, it's coach, general manager. It's the whole kit and caboodle.
President of football operations, everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
There's no hiding from it.
No.
Like in my mind, we talked about this. You keep it a close game, or you give the Broncos any hope, you're playing right into what they want. Because Russell Wilson, even today, even though, they had turnovers, Herbert goes out, you would have thought this would have been kind of more of a coming out party for him. I don't know who the hell that guy is. That's not Team 3 over there. That's not freaking Danger Russ or Mr. Unlimited or whoever the hell. Like, I am still not impressed. Like, I don't know.
No, and they got lucky that Jerry Jeudy dropped a couple of passes because if not, it could have been worse.
Yeah. No, and exactly. A few drops. Yeah, exactly. And it's like, then you had that huge burn on Michael Davis. So he gets a pick and he gives up a huge touchdown. So we're back to square one. It's just.
I got to ask the question, though. Should the Chargers even play Justin Herbert the rest of the way?
I would say absolutely not.
Last year was the ribs.
Yeah.
This year it's the.
But let me tell you something.
both fingers, the middle finger,
Yeah.
and then now
The
the
right,
index
yeah.
finger. Yeah.
Let him get back to 100%, dude. Because, I mean, even if you win Friday or Thursday, 6-8, let me pull up hold on, you say something. Let me pull up the schedule.
Say something.
Oh, that's hilarious. But, like,
no,
you know what I'm saying? Like, the probabilities, right? I don't know if you can pull up the graphic.
You want the schedule?
Yeah. But I got it right here now. I don't know if you have there's really only 4 games left. Yeah. Do you have the graphic for the playoffs? Why don't you look that one up and I'll do this one. Okay. So even if they beat the Raiders at 6-8, I don't see them getting past the Bills. I don't see him getting past the Broncos at Mile High. They even said it today. He's never won at Mile High. And the Chiefs, they're probably going to be playing for seeding, maybe a little prep.
What did you think about the announcers today?
They were terrible. Oh, thank you for reminding me, honestly. Seriously, here we go. I don't know if he'll see this. If you know Matt Ryan, please tag him. The fact that he has the audacity to talk about quarterback play with a guy who has more talent in his left arm than his whole body, I don't even want to hear it, dude. On like the Everett pass, on like another pass, he's like, oh, well, he put too much air. It was a little bit behind. They're tight window throws, Ryan. You want him to throw it a freaking strike so it gets picked off? The guy's an idiot as a commentator. And then he wants to talk about taking field goals. Oh, yeah, let's talk about taking field goals. How about if you don't take a sack like a moron, you kick a field goal, the clock's running, and you win a Super Bowl against the GOAT himself? Jesus, dude. Like, these announcers, and don't even get me started on Romo. You know what, Frown? Seriously, so you understand how bad this was? I muted the game, and I was listening to a podcast. I was listening to a podcast that had nothing to do with sports because I could not stand it, let alone if it was Romo. You know what? I'm going to start a national initiative. I want Tony Romo banned from freaking commentating on Kansas City Chiefs games. The amount of excuses this man makes for Tony Romo or for Patrick Mahomes, you would think it's his child or his brother. It's unbelievable, dude. It's unbelievable. And the fact that, who the hell does he work for? CBS? Joke that they have an idiot like that commentating. It really shows, kids, you don't have to be good at your job. You just got to know the right people. It's unbelievable, dude. His claim to fame, so you understand, everybody listening, Tony Romo's claim to fame is the 2018 or 19, I forgot which, AFC Championship Patriots Chiefs. All he does is call out the plays that Tom Brady is most likely to run. Everyone was so amazed. Oh, my God. He's so intelligent. Well, no diddly squat, dude. The guy was an NFL quarterback for 10 years. He should be able to see these things. If he can't, get him off the freaking mic, dude. Tony Romo's terrible. Freaking Matt Ryan's terrible. Tiki's terrible. Oh, Tiki, another genius, saying like, oh, you shouldn't mix it up this late in the year. What do they have to lose, Tiki? They're 5-7. I'm sorry. That has nothing to do with these games. I'm sorry for letting that one out to the listener. Going back to the game, it's just unbelievable, dude. Like, again, the number one job this offense should have is protecting Herbert, and they're failing to do that. If you can't protect him, man, then why aren't you freaking running quick routes, pick routes, whatever you want. Get the ball out as soon as possible. I'll be honest with you. I know Herbert, T's and P's to him. Love him. He's the dog, son of Odin, god of lightning, everything else. He needs to throw away the ball, dude. He's hanging on to some of these. I'm like, dude, just throw it away. Throw it at somebody's feet. I don't care if he takes an intentional grounding penalty. I don't. Don't freaking take sacks, dude. I would rather have him, like, I swear to God, I would rather have him with as much velocity as he can get on the football, throw it straight into the freaking face mask of whoever's trying to sack him. I would rather have him do that than freaking have him take hits and everything else. That's just, you shouldn't do that, bud. Don't take hits, for God's sake. Get the ball out, throw it at someone's feet, do whatever. Yeah, take it away. Guide me somewhere. I don't know. It's bad. It's just not good, dude. It's not good. For as much as they've tried to hype this up, you know, I can't say the blue checkmark brigade because that doesn't mean anything. But these, you know, morons on TV, just the computers, Frau. It's the damn computer's fault. And
it's your quarterback's fault.
And don't even get me started because they saw a look today. Because if you notice, Stick was doing well on like the quick routes when he had time because they weren't bringing pressure. As soon as they brought like 5 to 6, I think it was 2 like fumbles straight away. Like he had no pocket presence. That's what's lacking, dude. What's going on? What are we doing, Frau?
See, this is the beauty of Dan and Daygo. Like what he just went, this little rant that he went on. I get this on the drive home sometimes from games. So
I want to ask you a serious question. And to the fans, if you're listening, how the hell? I think it was 4th down, and it's Eckler and McFadden in like with as a fullback offset, not even I. If your fullback is a freaking offensive guard or tackle, how are you getting stood up for 1 yard?
Well, that happened to McFadden.
How does that happen?
I might have not been here when that happened.
He might have even missed. He might have even missed.
I was with Gates.
How does that happen? Failures at every single level. Failure.
Let's listen real quick to what Justin Herbert had while Dan and Daygo cools off a little bit.
Failure.
That's another drink of Coke Zero. Let's hear what Justin Herbert had to say.
It's been a long week, dude, and I have to top it with this.
Can you just tell us about what happened with your finger and how you're feeling?
Yep. Just went in there right before halftime. Got the X-ray, and we'll know more as the week goes on.
How's it feeling? Is it in pain or is it?
Yeah. It doesn't feel good. Yeah.
Can you take it through what happened on the play where it got hurt?
I think it was after the throw. I can't remember whether it got hit on a helmet or whether it hit on someone's shoulder pads. But I just remember coming up and, it wasn't feeling right.
Justin, can you talk about the struggles you guys had on 3rd down today?
Yeah, it was a tough day. And obviously not the way that we wanted it to go. But I know that our focus is on Vegas this Thursday, and we're going to be better because of it.
This just happened. Is this something you can play with, do you think?
I'm not sure. It's something that we'll know more as the week goes on.
All right, so you came out of the game, and did you immediately have X-rays here?
Correct.
Okay, and just similar injury to the one on your other hand, or different?
I'm not sure. I think that's probably a doctor question. I don't know to the extent, but got the X-rays and came out and couldn't quite grip the ball.
Well, I guess what I'm asking is the same part of the finger? Like I know it was the tip on your left hand.
No, it's a different part of the finger.
Closer to, I guess, the knuckle.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried to play with something with your right hand? Is it a fracture like this?
I tried today.
Before today, you've never done it. You've never played with something before.
Not with a bone injury, no.
Just so obviously it's
keyword.
It's a little bit
after the throw, as in late. These damn zebras.
Patrick Mahomes has something to say about the zebras too.
Oh, he has
no.
He has nothing to bitch about. They might as well have handed him the Super Bowl on the second one. God.
Well, remember that non-call on Nick Bosa in the first one?
Don't even remind me. God, I'm so pissed.
I'm interested to see what happens because now, I mean, the way everything's shaping out, this, I mean, obviously not for the. Oh, you know what? Real quick, that was interesting what Justin said though. He was asked about 3rd and 4th down. The Chargers were 0-12 on 3rd down, and they were 1-6.
Yep.
On 4th down, and on the flip side, the Broncos were 8 for 17 on 3rd down. So
you can thank Judas for that, Frown.
But I mean, let's be honest. Joe Lombardi knows this defense. He's played against it. He's faced it.
Exactly.
He knows exactly how to exploit it, how to
Jeez.
take advantage of it. So that's why if you see Russell Wilson 21 and 33, 224, 2 touchdowns, the one pick, but the one pick was on the first play. The rest of the way, they had a good game. Javonte Williams, 7 carries, 66 yards, 1 touchdown. Cortland Sutton, 3 catches, 62, 1 touchdown. P. Ryan, 5 catches, 36. It was just one of those things. And I mean, I thought the defense to some extent didn't play as bad as maybe what the score would indicate. But I mean, they were just giving up third downs and big time plays. And that's the inconsistencies we keep on talking about. And I feel like inconsistencies come to coaching. I know Khalil Mack said after the game, it's on us, we're the players. No, but it's also on the coaching. Like, this has happened all season. Either the offense plays really well or the defense plays really well. There's not a game. There's no game where all three – like, the only game that was close was that Jets game because special teams played well and the defense played well.
Yeah.
But other than that, I mean, it hasn't come to fruition together. So I'm sure that's the frustration right now. But real quick, Dan, let's just take a look at the standings. The Chiefs lost to the Buffalo Bills.
God bless them.
They saved Dan and Daygo's week. The Baltimore Ravens barely beat the Rams.
I hate the Rams for that one. Sons of bitches.
But as things shape up, Baltimore first place. The Dolphins are in second place. The Chiefs in third place. Now the Dolphins have a 2-game lead over the Chiefs. That's very interesting, Dan.
The Browns are leading the North?
No.
Is it 8 teams or is it 6 teams that go?
It's
8,
7
right?
teams.
Oh, 7 teams. Oh, it's 7 teams.
7.
I don't know. What's this big gap for? That threw me off.
The North is Baltimore.
Oh, yeah, you're right. My bad. Sorry.
But the Browns, Joe Flacco has them rolling. Then Pittsburgh is right behind them. Then the Colts.
Yeah, 7-6, 7-6, 7-6, 7-6. There they are. 5-8, Frau.
But here come the Buffalo Bills. Oh, the Jets. I thought they were.
Yeah, no, they lost. No, they won today. Yeah, but
they won. But I thought
4-8. Yeah,
I thought there were 6-7.
Yeah, we're gonna have to wait till next year to see Rodgers.
I know, that's what I was hoping for. But so you have the Bengals sitting. Bengals have won 2 in a row now.
Yeah,
and the Bills just won. So and the Broncos. This is going to be a tight race. There's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-way tie for the 7th. Or no, well, for the 6th and 7th seed.
That's exactly why I'm saying.
Look at all this though. Like, when's the tiebreaker over? Like, look at all these.
Tiebreakers. Yeah. Oh my God! All the scenarios already starting to cook.
By the way, our first team was. Oh no, there's been 2 teams eliminated so far: the Carolina Panthers and the New England Patriots.
Oh well, yeah, Jesus' name with that.
And if Philly loses tonight to the
who are they playing?
Cowboys. The Cowboys.
Oh, it's actually a good game.
Yeah,
I completely forgot it. You see what they do to me?
Dallas is up 17-3.
No way.
Yeah, but
you see what they do to me? I didn't even know there was Sunday Night Football and it was actually gonna be good.
If the Eagles lose this game, they go to second place and the 49ers would go to first place.
Damn.
That's crazy. But Dan, just to wrap this up, just not a good showing. And the thing is, the question has to be asked, like really, and I understand Staley, Telesco, I know they're fighting for their jobs basically, and players are fighting for positions and contracts and everything. But why would you play 10 at all the rest of the way?
I don't think so either. Because look at those teams who are ahead of them. Like if you could pull it back up, they've already lost to a few of them, so they already have the tiebreakers there. You have the Broncos ahead, the Colts ahead, like the Steelers ahead. Have they lost anybody there yet or no? Well, they'll lose to Buffalo, so there you go. The Chargers, but no, I don't think you should at this point, especially because it's getting so tight between all those teams. And like I said, even if you pull off in Vegas, I don't think you're gonna have much left really.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with you, but should be interesting. Dan, as of right now, we should, fingers crossed, we should have Adam Hill on the show from the Las Vegas Review Journal
Shut up.
to talk
Freaking legend.
to talk a little Raiders this week. So we will have a preview show. It should come out Tuesday morning. I know it's a quick turnaround for us, but it's a short week, and Dan and I have to get moving, especially with everything.
You know what
on.
was the epitome of the whole game, Frau? If I could show you one play, or maybe even the season of how it's going in one play, it's the play where they line up in heavy with 3 running backs, and I said, "Good God, they're going to use some play from the 1960s to make them look foolish." Or they're going to play action pass. And lo and behold, play action pass, all alone, touchdown. Unbelievable, dude.
That play has screwed them, like against the Lions, against Jacksonville last year. Like everybody's been throwing out their own different sequence of that. Baltimore did it. Like it's crazy. But yeah, Chargers lose 24-7 over the Broncos. They fall to 5-8. We'll see what happens moving forward. But make sure you guys check out What's Up Bolts on Tuesday when we drop the episode.
Check us out. And remember, any comments, get in there. Questions, comments, concerns. Let Alberto know he's a curse. He picked the Chargers to win the division from the beginning. Just let us know, and we'll shout some of them out. Obviously, if they're not if they're not too friendly, we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But get in there. Let us know.
Yeah, we appreciate you guys so much. Thank you guys. Don't forget to be a compa, tell a compa, like, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys so much. Have a good start to your week, because Dan says that the week starts on Mondays.
That's right. And you know what? Don't let this affect you. Have a great freaking week, dude. It's a great day to have a great day. All it is mentality. Get that crap off of there. Have a great freaking week, everybody. Don't let this affect you. There are bigger things coming for you in your personal lives and everything else. We freaking love you guys on this journey. We are here
Dr. Dan and Daygo.
Exactly. Freaking love you guys, dude.